It's Friday. Welcome to Questions with Father Luke. I'm Father Luke, Covenant Anglican Church in San Marcos, Texas. And today's question is, are people basically good? Well, culturally, we seem to like to tell ourselves that people are basically good. We see it in stories and film and books. Well, at the same time, we tell stories, both historical and fictional, that go the other way, that celebrate, or maybe not celebrate, sometimes lament the deep brokenness of human beings, right? Lying and cheating and corruption and hurting, genocide, all these things. Now, some say that this brokenness is the result of nurture, right? From growing up in broken conditions. While others say that it's just by nature, right? It's ingrained within the human heart to be broken. And as nice, perhaps, as a simple yes or no answer would be, the reality does, I think, need to be nuanced. In the Genesis 1 account, it says that God proclaims his pleasure with his creation. 7 different times he looks at it and says, this is good. And humans are part of that declaration, right? Human beings had been created, and God says, this is good. And so there's an inherent goodness about human beings who are created in the image of God that must be reckoned with. But it doesn't take long in the biblical story for things to go awry, right? The goodness in God's creation gets shattered. And in Genesis chapter 3, through the influence of the evil one, we see Adam and Eve, they embrace sin. They rebel against their creator. And the shalom, right, the flourishing of God's good creation gets shattered. And since then, people are born bent and broken. This is why one of the reasons Jesus says in John chapter 3 that we must be born again. It's because we're not born correctly in the first place. As an Anglican, we have the 39 articles, and Article 9 of our Articles of Religion speaks directly to this. It says original sin stands not in the following of Adam, right? Not because we just imitated him and the things that he did in his own rebellion, but it is the fault and corruption of the very nature of every man that naturally is engendered of the offspring of Adam, whereby man is very far gone and from original righteousness and is of his own nature inclined to evil. So the doctrine of the church is that this happens. In Genesis chapter 3, humans rebel against God and their nature is distorted. It still retains some of that beautiful goodness there, but it's not enough to say that we then are basically good. We are bent and broken. And as I said, Jesus mentions in John 3 that we have to be reborn. And so are people basically good? No. Are people as wicked and as evil as they possibly can be? No. It's more nuanced than that. But the good news is that Jesus Christ came to redeem us and mend our broken hearts, mend our brokenness. Would love to visit with you more. If you have further questions about this, you can email us, connect with us on Sunday. Keep asking good questions.